Good morning, world. Good morning, fight fans. So, tonight we have a great fight between Jorge Linares and Vasyl Lomachenko. I believe this fight has the potential to be a candidate for Fight of the Year. I'm really looking forward to this fight tonight. So I'm just on here this morning to give you all my predictions. I meant to upload a video earlier, a couple days ago, but didn't have a chance to, unfortunately. So here we go. So I'm not gonna go into much of the background of the two fighters. Just gonna get straight to the point with my predictions. Lomachenko, now he's moving up from 130 or junior lightweight to 135, the lightweight division, to challenge Jorge Linares for his super lightweight title. Now, hopefully, like I was just saying, this is going to be a great fight. The only reason why I said that is because Lomachenko, he has a tendency to make fighters change their approach once they step in the ring with him. He's really good. Now if you're a boxing fan and you're not excited about this fight, then you're really not a boxing fan. Again, this fight has the capability of being a Fight of the Year candidate. So this fight is definitely worth everyone's time, even time of the casual fans. And with this fight being on ESPN, both fighters will be introduced to more casual fans and make a bigger name for themselves. Also, I believe a fight like this is good for boxing with the attention that it brings. Both fighters, you better believe, are gonna come into the ring ready to handle business. So I can tell you from the opening bell, we're in for a good show. Now, with both fighters, they won their last fights. They had great performances in their last fight, especially Lomachenko. What he did, nobody really expected to do. The person he fought, Guillermo Rigando, was supposed to be a big test for Lomachenko. Rigando had a long, successful amateur career, just like Lomachenko. However, Rigo was basically easy work for Lomachenko. He made Rigando quit and not come out of his corner at the start of the 7th round. Nobody expected that. Now, Rigando, y'all might hear me calling Rigo. He did move up two divisions to fight Lomachenko, but everybody thought he had way more in him than 6 rounds than to come out and quit. Nobody was expecting that. Now, Linares, his last fight, he beat Mercito Gesta by unanimous decision. That was a really good fight, entertaining, and they were both just trading punches. That was a good fight. So with those last two fights, both of them have really good. Their last fights were really good. So everybody's expecting a lot out of them tonight. So now to get into the fight, I see the fight starting off at a pretty steady pace. In the first round, I think Linares is going to come out throwing. He'll be throwing the first punches, and I also think he's going to win round 1. I think he's going to start out being the busier, more active fighter, with Lomachenko catching Linares with shots when he can. Just getting a feel for him, looking and trying to find some weaknesses before exposing them. I don't think he's going to throw a ton of punches again. He's just going to get a feel for Linares in these early rounds. Now, the first 4 rounds, I believe they'll be split, with Linares winning rounds 1 and round 3. Now, the round 2, I believe Lomachenko, when he comes out, we'll see him throwing a lot more punches. We'll see him using his jab a little bit, trying to circle around Linares, looking for different angles to get his combinations off. Now, with round 3, at that point in time, both fighters would be settled in. Linares would be settled in a little more. I think we'll get to start seeing more of his craftiness and good movement. And he also likes circling around and finding different angles to let his hands go and also throw flashy combinations. And with Linares, I don't even want to call him flashy. He's very fundamental, but he makes it look good. I enjoy watching him fight. Like it's beautiful. He just flows, and it looks like it just looks good, man. When he fights, it just flows. When he throws his punches and when he ducks and moves, it just looks like it flows. It's crazy. Now neither fighter is much of a power puncher. So we'll wait and see. Especially for Lomachenko, moving up in weight makes a difference with his power, which I don't think it will. We'll also have to see how he takes a good power puncher from a fighter that's bigger than him, because Linares is the bigger fighter. But again, like I said, they're both not big power punchers, so that remains to be seen. Now, rounds 4 through 8, I think this is where, of course, we'll start seeing both fighters open up more. We'll see a few good exchanges between the two. Again, neither one of these two dudes back down. I believe they're going to be at each other, and we'll see a few times where they'll probably be in the middle of the ring, just letting them go. I'm looking forward to that, and I really believe that'll happen. And also in these middle rounds, you'll see why Lomachenko is ranked in the top 5 of the best pound for pound boxers in the world. The kid's gifted. Well, y'all can't even call him a kid. He's 30 years old. He just started his professional career late. He has great speed. He also has good defense. And at the end of the day, I think his skill is just going to be a little bit too much for Linares, even though Linares is the more seasoned professional fighter. Now, between rounds 4 and 8, I do think Linares will slip in and win a round. More than likely, I think that's going to be round 5. Now, I believe by round 7, we are going to see a cut on Linares. From all the fights I've seen, he gets cut. I haven't seen him stop, but he does. I haven't seen him lose due to being cut. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just lost my whole train of thought. Basically, I think the cuts in this fight is what's going to be his demise. So the middle rounds I have going to Lomachenko 3-1, with him winning rounds 4, 7, and winning rounds 4, 7, and 8. Now the later rounds they'll all go to Lomachenko, but again, I think he's going to get cut, so I don't think this fight is going to make it to the cards, and it will be a TKO due to stoppage in the 11th round. Now I do think I had to come to a decision. I had to make a decision. It was a hard one, and I went with Lomachenko. And again, Linares, he has all the tools needed, in my opinion, to beat Lomachenko. He's a very crafty fighter. He's skilled and he's fundamental. You can't go wrong with the fundamentally sound boxer. I believe they can beat anybody. Even the fundamentals trumps talent. Now, I'm not saying that Lomachenko isn't fundamentally sound because he is. Again, this is his 11th professional fight, and he's had over 390 amateur fights. All right, so he's seasoned as well, and his fundamentals are good also. All right, and in my opinion, for Linares to win or to have a chance to really win, he's going to need to go after the body and slow down Lomachenko. Lomachenko will press you. He will stay on you, looking for spots, moving around, getting different angles to throw his punches. I believe if Linares can get to the body, slow him down a little bit, he's going to have a great chance, especially if his stamina can last into the later rounds and he doesn't have a cut that that interferes with the fight. Alright, but at the end of the day, Lomachenko's speed, his defense, and his ability to manipulate punching angles will work in his favor. It appears that Lomachenko, when he's in that ring, he looks like he's always in control. Like he knows what's going on at all times. Like at all times, and he's right in front of you, coming at you. But again, like I said, he does like to move and find different angles to throw punches, and he never goes long without throwing multiple punches. Okay, you won't see him just come and just throw. If he's catching the field, just seeing where he can catch an opening. You'll see him come in with. You'll see him throw a jab. He may even throw a double jab out there. Then you're gonna start seeing him throwing combinations, and it looks great. I mean, if you've never seen him fight, you'll be amazed after seeing him fight. Like you'll be like, damn, this boy look good. He looks really good. And he has a tendency to make his opponents miss and look silly. Linares does as well. He'll hit you while you're throwing the punch. He'll get into while you're coming around getting ready to throw another punch. He'll slip it. He'll duck, and you'll just begin. And his opponents catch nothing but air. Then we're back to Lomachenko. Another thing that he does is he flat out demoralizes his opponent. Several fights where he's in the ring just having fun with his opponents, and his opponents don't know what to do because they can't do anything. They can't figure him out. They can't, because he's just that good. Now again, as I was saying, I think Linares has what it takes to beat Lomachenko, but that remains to be seen. After seeing him fight, after seeing both of their fights, I watched several fights from both of them. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see it. But I just think at the end of the day, Lomachenko is just going to be too much for Linares. But we'll have to see what happens tonight. After this fight, or whoever wins this fight, I think the winner should go after Mikey Garcia for their next bout. But that remains to be seen, and we'll come back to that later. So after the fight's over with, plan to get back on here and leave like my final thoughts, or give a review of the fight and how that went. So everyone, I hope you all enjoy your nice Saturday. It's supposed to be nice over here in Ohio, this part of the country I'm in. So yeah, everybody work hard. Y'all have a great day and check out that fight. Leave a comment, tell me what you think, leave your predictions, and I'll reply to you. See ya.